Hello everyone, my name is Jesse and welcome back to another Bakugan video. Today we're going to be talking about like fake Bakugan, counterfeit Bakugan, and all that sort of jazz. But before I get in the video, I do want to tell you guys that I am buying and selling Bakugan. You can find most of that information down below in the description. I sell Bakugan on my eBay and my Mercari. I can also take offers through email or on my Instagram. You can also find most of that information in the description right below this video. Another thing is I do commission paints, so if you want a Bakugan custom painted, send me an email, maybe we can work something out. Without further ado, just a little announcement, I want to get back right into the video. So, I want to talk about counterfeit Bakugan. This is something that I had a couple comments on a while back, and I never got around to the video until now, but I think today's a good day to do it. It's currently like rainy outside, and I got nothing else going on. So, why not make a Bakugan video, right? So, I want to talk about fake Bakugan, and all the information I've gathered is from various sources, but I want to help you guys be able to identify Bakugan that are fake. So we're going to start off by going to the Bakugan wiki. Again, I like using this as like my primary source. It's not always 100% right, but a lot of the time it's pretty solid evidence and pretty solid information. So I'll leave this as a link in the description as well, but you just type in fake Bakugan on Google and it usually pops right up. So here we are, and this is where you can identify some fake Bakugan. So I'm going to go ahead and say my normal traits of a fake Bakugan, because I have had two in all my like year and a half of collecting. And then I want to get into the actual like what the website says. So I've had two fake Bakugan, and they felt a little bit less like quality than real Bakugan, and sometimes it's hard to tell if you've never, like, say I had a Gorum and it was fake, and I also had a Falconeer that was fake, and I'd never had them before this, so I didn't know what they felt like or looked like very well, and so they got me. And when you buy something like this online, please keep in mind that usually the sellers don't know they're fake. I bought a Falconeer from a lady who just had it as a toy her kid had. She had no idea. And then the Gorum I got was in like a lot of Bakugan, so the seller, again, probably had no idea. It was just a random throw in there. It just happened to be fake. But when you look online, you know, feel free to ask the seller, hey, can you like show me specific parts of this? So the first thing is you want to make sure it has the S/S/B marking in the molding. Usually this can be found on a wing, near a foot, or something like that. And I'll put up some pictures as well. I think there'll probably be pictures on the website too. But look out for that. You want to make sure the magnet isn't exposed. Now, this can get complicated because B1 original Bakugan, some of them were open core magnets exposed. So you always need to look for that. But other Bakugan, like, they also had this magnet exposed. And if you have a fake Bakugan, normally they will connect and magnetize to other Bakugan and pop them open. Normally Bakugan don't pop each other's magnets open, but the counterfeit ones will. So look out for that. Also, just coloring. If the coloring feels weird, if you look up Gorum and you notice he's this tan color, and then yours, like mine, was a little bit darker brown, or some of the paint wasn't where it should be, that can also be an indicator. Same thing, check your attribute symbol and your G power. Check the fonts. Is the font looking a little weird? Is the attribute symbol the same? Or is it slightly modified? So those are some things that I look out for, and this is probably what a lot of the website's going to look for. But yeah, so here we go, physical toy. Basically, they're just lower quality, brittle. Here are some pictures of some. So a counterfeit dual hydronoid. It's unusually colored. It's just bright green, which isn't right. Same with this Cyranoid, like it's glittered. Bakugan never made glittered Bakugan. Packaging, if the packaging looks off, like if it doesn't look like a normal Bakugan packaging, and again, all this can be checked by Googling. If you just look up original Bakugan packaging on Walmart or like on Google and go to like a specific website, you're going to find the right ones. So here are some other ones you can look out for that according to the wiki says. So Chinese counterfeit series. So this just says that there are a bunch of Chinese counterfeit ones that people made. And they were called Baowan Boy, Sacred Stone, and Eonster Hunter. So you can read this information. Basically, they're just off-brand. Yeah, they even like some of these even have like B2 sizes, so they tried to get them as accurate as they could. You know, Cyclone, Vortex, and Spinning Bakugan as well. But a lot of these again are gonna have really poor paint jobs and look or feel brittle and like just not quality. And that's most of the information the wiki has. I'm trying to find, let's see if it says, okay, here we go. So in this physical toy section, it says official Bakugan have triangle safety screws, not X's, with the exception of a first few release. So that's big because when I noticed mine were counterfeit, it was by the screws. So if you don't have like triangle screws and you have like star shape for Phillips head screwdrivers, most likely fake, except for the exception of the first few release. I have yet to see a first like release Bakugan without these safety screws. So if you have one that looks real but doesn't have these safety like triangle safety screws, I would seriously check it. Because I have yet to see one that has regular star-shaped X screws that was not fake. Serial numbers, and they have the S/S/B or ST/SML and China molded on the inside of the toy. That's the biggest one. If they don't have these, then you're probably going to have something that's probably fake. And then, so they lack these key identifications, and the gate card may be included and printed in bad quality, or maybe in Chinese or bad English. I have never received a gate card that was counterfeit. I've just bought them online as the toys themselves. So I haven't had to deal with any of that, but that's another thing you can look for. And then now I want to go to the gallery to show you guys some stuff. We're just going to go through them. So here, like Burst Ball, like yes, that looks like a Gorm and a Hydronoid, and that's a Skyrus. But they're fake. That packaging does not exist. It does exist, but not as Bakugan branded. Same here. This is like a clear glitter Stinglash. They never made these. And I'm guarantee you it doesn't have the right screws. I can't zoom in on this, but I'm 100% it doesn't. Again, this specific Rattleoid, they never made a clear, like a hazy gray clear like Rattleoid. This is Aquos too, so like that's not even blue, so it doesn't make sense. And yeah, like this one looks pretty legit, but it's not right. It's fake. Just based by the attribute and the coloring. So we can't see the screws on that one, but you know. Now this, I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. That coloring is way off. It doesn't even make sense. So yeah, that's the biggest giveaway there. This one too, what is even going on? Like they kind of look cool. Like I kind of want one, but even the attribute symbol's kind of tilted here. It's just not real. Same with this glitter treatment. Bakugan never did a glitter treatment. So for both of these, they're not real. They're fakes. They Bakugan never got that. These right here are action figures. I don't think these will apply to as many people, but obviously they're not very real. I don't have a ton I can say about these because I don't collect the action figures, but good to know. Just this awkward branding kind of looks weird off. That Dan Kuso. Wow. Yeah, that's not Dan Kuso. I kind of wish it was, but no. It's even got a Growlithe on it from Pokemon. Oh, that's so bad. I don't even know what this is. I think it's trying to be Frosh, but just failed miserably. Yeah. Alright, let's see what else they got here. This packaging's weird. Super toys, and then just Dan looks very like darkly shaded. Might be a little suspect. I would definitely be cautious of it. So this one's on the fake Bakugan, but it looks a lot more like realistic. So you'd probably have to really read the packaging and stuff. I think for me, this season 3 sticker is kind of like what's going on. I don't recognize the Bakugan, but it's Subterra and it's Aquos colored. Not sure what's going on there. So that might be another thing to look out for. Battle Brawlers, so misspelling, obviously bad English. And like, again, we can go through all of these. I think this one's the screws. It's kind of hard to tell in this picture. Again, awkward hydronoid, awkward coloring, very awkward coloring. Like, I don't even know what this Bakugan is. Is that a Delta? What is that? Or an infinity? I don't know. Growlithe again, some repeats. Just super awkward Bakugan. Baku try something upside down. Oh, the whole thing's upside down. Let's see if I can flip it. There we go. Just awkward coloring and everything. Just this Dan looks like it was ripped from like the TV show with the awkward coloring. That doesn't really apply. Just, again, awkward branding. And it's harder, too, because a lot of these Bakugan will be on eBay where they're not in packaging. And so you may just get them, like, what is this? This is Ben 10 Alien with a freaking off-brand Fear Ripper in it. These are pretty funny. Yeah, just tons of fake Bakugan. And, like, I think I'm going in circles now here. What is this? Yeah, just tons of counterfeit stuff. Like this shiny, I think it's part of a Stinglash still. Yeah, just, they're not right. Even the cards, Game Ball, I guess that's what it says. Yeah, just, oh, this is great. Good content here. Yeah, Ben 10, all that stuff. So that's just some information for you guys to keep in your heads. So if you're questionable about a Bakugan you have, obviously check the magnet. Is it sticking to other Bakugan? Check your S/S/B or those other markings that are on the wiki to double check just to make sure it is real. Again, if it's awkward coloring, check it, all that kind of good stuff. And I mean, you can go on Reddit and look stuff up, you can Google stuff, and this wiki is usually pretty good too. But those are some things you can look at just to make sure your Bakugan is real, or you can identify and see if they're fake. Some fake Bakugan look pretty cool. But I just wanted to leave you guys with that information. Hopefully it helps some of you. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. My name's Jesse. Peace out.